Greece is one of the most magical places on earth. From the Acropolis in Athens to the whitewashed villages in the islands of Mykonos, Crete, and Santorini, this country is packed with ancient history, Mediterranean charm, and some of the friendliest people you will ever meet. But here is something important. When a country is this old, with this much history to protect, laws can feel very specific and sometimes a little unusual. These unusual laws are not random. They exist because Greece is trying to balance tourism, cultural heritage, local life, and public safety all at once. If you arrive with the mindset that it's just a vacation, I can do whatever I want, you might run into rules that seem minor but actually have serious consequences. In this episode, we're going to Greece, not just to admire the beauty, but to walk through the laws, the quirks, and the safety rules you need to know before you go. Let's start with some of the most surprising laws in Greece that catch tourists off guard. First, high heels at ancient monuments. At places like the Acropolis, it is illegal to wear high heels, not because Greece is anti-fashion, but because sharp heels can chip and erode the stone. These sites have survived thousands of years. One tourist in stilettos is not going to destroy them, but millions of tourists over time absolutely can. If you show up in heels, you may be stopped, asked to leave, or fined. Next, swimwear outside the beach. In many tourist destinations, people walk from the beach straight into cafes and shops in bikinis and swim trunks. In Greece, that can get you fined. Wearing a swimsuit outside designated beach or swimming areas is considered a violation of public decency. If you stroll through town in just your swimwear, you could face a fine of around 50 to 100 euros. That's $58 to $116 US dollars, and a lot of disapproving looks. Then there is feeding stray animals. Greece is full of cats and dogs that instantly steal tourists' hearts, but in certain places, especially busy tourist zones, feeding strays is illegal. Authorities want to avoid large groups of animals gathering, which can create hygiene and safety issues. If you are caught feeding them where it's not allowed, you could face fines of 100 to 300 euros. That's 116 to 350 US dollars. Another one that surprises people is camouflage clothing. In Greece, civilians are not allowed to wear camouflage in public. Camouflage patterns are reserved for the military, police, or security forces. Wearing it could be seen as impersonating someone in uniform or creating confusion, especially near military zones. If you show up at the airport or walk around town in full camo, you may be stopped and asked to change or fined. And finally, photography rules. Greece loves tourists, and you will take a lot of photos, but photography is restrained and restricted or forbidden in certain areas, especially near military installations and some museums or archaeological sites. Flash photography may also be banned to protect fragile artwork and structures. If you ignore the signs, you could be asked to delete your photos or pay a fine. Each of these might sound small in isolation, but together they are a reminder of one big truth. In Greece, I did not know is not a defense. So what actually happens if you break one of these laws? In Greece, penalties can range from mild embarrassment to serious consequences. If you wear swimwear in town, ignore posted signs, or feed strays where it's not allowed, you might only get a fine and a stern warning. But if you do not pay that fine, things escalate. Over time, unpaid fines can turn into legal cases. In some situations, authorities can block your departure, pursue you in court, or add additional penalties and fees. And here is something most travelers never think about. You are not just dealing with a ticket, you are dealing with a foreign legal system in a different language with its own rules, timelines, and expectations. This is why Law of the Land does not just say, here are the laws. We say, here is how to avoid stepping into a legal situation in the first place. So let's bring this together with some simple do's and don'ts that capture the spirit of law of the land in Greece. Do dress modestly when you visit churches and monasteries. Cover shoulders and knees, and remember, you are not just visiting a photo location, you're entering a sacred space. Do learn a few Greek phrases like kalimera for good morning and epharisto for thank you. You will be amazed how a simple word in the local language opens hearts and doors. Do try the food. Greek cuisine is not just a meal, it's an experience. Fresh seafood, olive oil, grilled meats, salads, and desserts like baklava are part of the culture. Take your time and enjoy it. Do not assume everyone speaks English, especially in rural areas. Do not leave valuables alone on the beach or on cafe tables. Do not ignore signs, especially in archaeological sites, museums, and near government or military buildings. Greece is warm, welcoming, and full of life. When you meet that with respect, curiosity, and an understanding of the law of the land, you do not just avoid trouble, you unlock a deeper, richer experience of the country and its people. Travel smart, stay legal, stay safe. Go to lawoftheland.com and get everything you need to know before you you go, from legal insights to essential resources, so you can navigate any destination with confidence. Join our membership to access a global community, get the latest travel guidance, and protect yourself wherever you are in the world. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for new weekly episodes, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook to stay connected to the movement.